just when I was like, man, what am I going to do? I can't get up to there. There's one of their spots in the back. Wait a second. Watch this. I got to do it quick. These are very special places. You guys, I can't emphasize enough to you how special this is, okay? I never would have known. I can't believe I figured it out. And then I never would have believed the other guy, who if some other guy had figured it out, wouldn't believe how special. There's no way of knowing it unless it's you know? Look how blatant the crow. Cool to see them right here. Nothing quite as cool. Right where this is a spot where Indians used to grow maize right here. That's why I find maize up in these rocks, like hidden in that it's petrified from the Indians up in these rocks. Pretty, just horses, you guys. This is where I am. I'm out where they make the movies and stuff. You know, like in a sense, like this is where. Hold on, I don't like the way this looks. Hold on. He's looking right at me. The boss. Oh yeah, if it was like the end of the world, you better believe whoever the boss man over there is would be mine. All right, so I just wanted to thank you guys for the live video. I'm not sure what happened to it. It just, for those of you that were on the live video, it just stopped. Like I was doing really good, I thought, and then it just stopped. We were going over the coyote death. So we got a coyote down here that just died. Oh, you poor buddy, you poor little guy. That I never look at. It's a spot right there, they're always there. Always look shadows here. Even the little people. I'll put that picture in too. Are standing in the shadows. Alright, let's go in. You guys have absolutely enormous footprints here. They're hard to see. I just walked in. So let's see what we can see. This is part of the places where I tell you that's hard. It's very deceiving because if you look at this from far away, you can't see this. This just looks like it all just goes up. It's all so deceiving. And I'm sure that's what people think because I do this and it fools me. Or used to. Well, they'll actually do fresh faces. So I really want to say, oh, there it is. Oh my God, I said that. I've been looking for this face forever. You guys, I can't believe I said that. And there's one of that used to be a fresh face. Look, it's right there. I can't believe this was there. I always thought that was further away from here. Right there. Look at that, you guys. Last year, I'll try to put that in. See how clean it is? Look down the bottom. It's all clean. They really take pride in their work. See, to them, that's like a giant sign on the freeway. To you, you're like, oh, just water did that. Really? Last year? I watched them do it. It was 2 years ago. Years ago, this was all freshly done. You see how it's all clean? Look at it. It shouldn't look like that. Because right there is where they live, right here. These ones right there. Because if I have a lot of long video, look, that was not there last year, I promise. That definitely was not there. If it's a long video, look at that. What is that they did? I love it here. See, they're right there. I gotta go see how these rocks are together. Look at this. They live right here. So I can have a lot of video here. I'll try not to overtalk it. Because the timestamps are the best. And I gotta run the camera. You guys, look at this. There's all this new stuff going on. Look at this. I swear. It's brand new. Look at that. Just putting rocks out in the middle of nowhere on a stick. Why would you do that? These rocks were moved here. Look at that. Like you have a choice. I mean, if you're actually watching the video. See, this is why I hesitated to come into familiar areas. Because I knew I'd get stuck here. But I also have a feeling it's the best. So I can go over there and maybe film you some amazing faces on the rocks. But something's going on here that's very special. Here's where that face is, right in front of all this. See this? Look at this. Look where he walks. See, I have a feeling that the Indians, they were right there. But they never came here at the best place in the world to do a petroglyph because they knew who owns this rock. It was a whole different thing, you know. They didn't have Navy SEALs back then to avenge your death. I found them. I've been looking for 3 years. It was up here. It's so impossible to keep track in your brain of where you are in this stuff. Check this out. And now they marked it. He knows I'm looking. Yes, look at this. This is worth the whole trip right here. The one was so good. Look at these rocks that were collected from this area that are important. Look at that. Somewhere there was an amazing real arrowhead here. I think I took that one. There's less here now. And then look at this. Look at the marker. Told you they like me. He knows. I walked around here for an hour, and you guys, please, where's the rocks? Look at this rock, you guys. Look, there's a mark on it. There's a black mark on that rock. Look how special that is. I'm gonna leave this down because how is it? Oh, it fits in there perfectly. No wonder. You guys, that thing's so strong. Look at that. Look at it. Like I could push it over, but barely. Look, it'll go right back into place. Watch. Oh, it didn't that time. Watch. I don't have it right. That's why. If you have it right, it goes right back. Like the first time I touched it, it teetered and went back like this. Oh my God. How'd you guys do that? I'm gonna take that one. Who wants that? If you want it bad enough, it's yours. These are very special. You gotta just believe me, okay? They're weightless too. Let me take a couple and leave a couple. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to take all of those. I'm not sure how actually legal it is from a human standpoint, but who cares? Like the law can go jump in a lake if a forest being is. To me, they can overwrite any human law. So if they say take these, and the government says don't, well, the government can jump in the lake, in my opinion. I mean, I respect all laws and conform as a person, but not when something this amazing happens to me. Just when I was like, man, what am I going to do? I can't get up to there. There's one of their spots in the back. One second, watch this. I'm going to do it quick. Oh my God, I got the head. What are the chances? From the pile of stone. Look at that, you guys. I told you. Look. I did not think I could film that from up here. Wow. Look how there's an overhang and then underneath there's a head. None of it's an accident, okay? Nothing I do is an accident, and nothing I do is an opinion. Unless I tell you it is. It's all facts. I literally operate on 700 older videos that I've done. There's no pretending. There's no assuming. It's all fact. Look at that. Look at that side of that Bigfoot face. Inside a covered bridge. That's where I saw the little one, the big one, everything up right there. They come right, they're all right in there. What's this? Hey! I can't believe I can see that from here. I thought I had to walk all the way up to get that. I'll get some zooms over there later. They're right up there, trust me. I know that they're out and they know I'm here. Especially, it's like anything, guys. Everything's out today because it's winter or getting like that out here. And when you get a beautiful day like today, it's already probably, I don't know, 55. It might even be 65 here today. And when you get a day like that, everything comes out. Everything in the world is coming out to get food on a beautiful day like today in the middle of a cold winter. Look at that. They collected those. I couldn't find them again. I asked them, and then he put that there. And it hasn't fallen because I messed it up. When you first touched it, it could actually go back and forth. A rock that tall could go back and forth, and it would go back into its hole. A lot of elk. Like the elk came right here. I'm telling you, if they shapeshift, I quit. I don't want to do this if they turn into something. I don't want to do it. I have no interest in, because it is possible. Maybe some of them do it, but it's not what I want to do. I don't need to deal with complete insanity. Like, I get this is out of our thinking, and let's leave it at that. If something can literally turn into an elk, then it's out of my, I can't do that. It's just not my, just because there's elk droppings doesn't mean they're shapeshifters, but let's slowly keep an eye on that, you know what I mean? Like, little things like that, like, where it's that blatant. I mean, you guys look at the marked thing, right? You get the faces, the face when I first came in, you get the face under there, up there, and then you got this. How do I mark this? Ooh, that could not be any more in line. Look at that. It's a perfect straight line from here to that face. Over now. Gotta run the camera a lot today. I'm literally gonna have like a 2-hour video of me walking around. Remember this, you guys? Things start getting funky. There was a timestamp right there, right? Because I showed that. Remember, Cassandra? You got it. I showed that round thing. They're always doing something here with these rocks. Look how those rocks are chipped and broken in, like in piles behind. Tell me that an animal is chipping that rock. And there's like a spot here. I remember that rock, yeah, that rock was pulled out. See that, where there used to be a rock there, and I think it's there now. It's so weird, there's something going on right here. It's like a spot, I think. So I think he stands right here. It doesn't make sense to us, but if you were one of them, it would make all the sense in the world. And then you got your leaner. I love it. I haven't even planned for that stuff. Like, I've been here before, but to see the face right away like that, which I really thought was over there for some reason, and then to already see, you know, something happening here with structures and everything. See, it's you know what's an amazing thing is to be able to come back here, you know, to be here 3 years ago. I think it was 3 years ago. Well, here's my favorite spot. Look at this. Look at the size of this rock, you guys. Tell me this is an accident. I gotta start a new clip right here. See, everything's wedged, and you can go underneath it. Tell me that. Look at the size of that, right? And then it's marked on the top. There's marked like some kind of UFO, like, used its laser beam on the top. Weird hole. Let's go see what my fake fireplace looks like. New clip. I just had a moment because I know there's one right there. I said, you know what, you guys? I said, this is so stupid. Like, I get in these things once in a while. I just lose it on them. I'm like, you know what, guys? You obviously don't know what I have. I have every one of your faces on the camera. I exaggerated, but I have a bunch of them. I know exactly what you look like. Tried it. And this is ridiculous. So why are you up there ducking down behind the rock? Where's the other? There's another one over there too. Hold on a second. Where'd it go? I can't see it now. You know what I mean? Like, it's silly. I'm sure some of them agree too, but it's bigger than just convincing one of them. Even if I did that, they still can't. I haven't been here in a while. It's been a long time. Have they messed with the fake fireplace? I got all kinds of footprints, but nothing I feel like showing you yet. Nothing that's like you're gonna be able to tell. It's just they're everywhere. There's footprints everywhere. But I want to wait for toes. Plus I'm kind of showing the ground a little bit. Here's my fake fireplace. You guys look, isn't that amazing? In 3 years that I've been coming here, it's never changed. There's no fire. There's never been a fire. And then look at the wood. Look how big the wood is. It's bigger. It's twice. Not only bigger, it's twice the size of the fireplace. Like, they don't think like that when they do these fake fireplaces. It's something I notice over and over and over. They have no idea how to make a real fireplace. They really don't. There's no Boy Scout teachings. It's just like It was like an image they received. Like, hey, do this on the ground. You know, something like that. Hey, let's try something I never try here. I should say never, but not enough. Let's zoom to other Bigfoots from here, and I see like these burnt. If that's a TP, I'm gonna lose my mind. I really will. I can't keep doing this. If that's a TP up there. Thank God. I really thought it was a TP. I was like, if that's a TP, I quit. I know that sounds like ridiculous, but I can't mentally retain another TP on top of a place like this. I can't do it, like mentally. I can't do it. I'll see if these guys cover each other like the ones in the forest do. I've had some amazing visual, like, up and close experiences with them here, but I don't think I've ever gotten a noise from them. I might have, but I can't remember. There was an amazing pile here once too. I took like one or two. There's two piles. One was here. Look very carefully, you can miss them. And one was I can't ever re-find it. It's amazing. You go into these places in here, like these little holes, and inside there, they all are the same. They all have these sticks and like little things, and see, look, everything's manipulated in front of the boulder. All I know is that that boulder is very special. Look at all the structures. Nowhere else really is this stuff done. Yet in front of that thing. And look, they would look out here, and then look at their view. You have to climb to get up here. Oh, I've zoomed on that before, I think. That's like a marker, and then look. How do you explain this pile of sticks? Right there. Oh, isn't this near what you call it? Oh, this is it, right here. Right? Where those names were written? From the 60s or whatever? Yeah. J. Cooper. Senior Sneak Day. Look at that. Sneak from where? Where the hell did you guys drive from? You guys, it's still a perch to this day. Look. Everything's been pushed aside. Look, see that? Sorry. I can't see the screen. This is a perch right here. Everything is pushed aside. Right there. It's all been cleaned. J.P. Cooper. I should go down there. Hold on a second. What the hell is that? This is where they could just throw me off, you know? Look at this spot in front of the boulder. I don't know if you guys can tell, but that's way down there. You guys are killing me. You're killing me, okay? It's ridiculous. I know what you all look like. I literally looked at you. One of you up there, and then you zapped my brain into oblivion, and I've never been the same since. That's not true. I was far gone before that. There's like another rock put. You can't see it's in the shadow, but it's literally put against the. You can see it. It's put against the wall on purpose. It almost looks like a seat, and then you got, of course, J.P. Cooper, whose initials are put in there extremely well. Considering that was done in the 60s. 1968, if you can't see it. That was the last time probably anyone's ever been in that spot. I'd be willing to bet you money that no one's ever seen that since 1968. It's impossible. I'm trying to explain to people what's in here. See, it just looks like it's a bunch of bushes that goes up a hill, and it's about 1,000 places right there in plain sight. Hide in plain sight. What's this? Right, you climb up this giant wall with bones and piles of sticks. Look, round. Ooh, that's bizarre. Look at that round. Look how round, and look at the little pebbles inside. Something made that, I can tell you that right now. That's been a made circle, which I see in the sides of rocks. I've already filmed you one. Then I have this giant thing, which appears like something, but it could be completely something else. No human foot traffic ever. Here's a footprint. It looks like a forest being footprint. Goes right to here. Oh, look at the pile of rocks. Look at that. I've never seen those before. I know I've stood right here. Those pile of rocks. I mean, unless I'm literally losing my mind, I can't remember. Those have never been there before. All this is on video. You can go back and see what I did, because I have no idea as I walked through there other times. And you'll see it's completely, ooh, that's a big pile of something. And you'll see how I've changed, how the environment's changed, how everything has changed. You'll see that none of this is a repeat, you know. Yeah, it's education, and you just start knowing more and more and more and more. Look at this. You see this? How it just becomes, it's a world in here. Maybe I shouldn't have told them I have all their faces on the camera. There was snow here, thank God I got here without the snow. Snow ruins everything for me. You can't walk, you wouldn't be able to get here if it snowed. It's one of the biggest things. See here, like another deception. It just looks like it climbs, but right there, that goes back 70 feet to the next wall. It's all very deceiving. And these are all spots where I see them. I'll literally watch the little one put his head over. They do it so good. You have to be so good to see it. Structures. Eerie trees. I'd love to find my pile of rocks again, or a new pile of rocks. So all kinds of disturbances leading me right here to this disaster. You see how they're using all this? All this would be overgrown, you guys. These are all paths. This is where they live. It's easier to live here than the forest. Up there's a flat rock and they put stuff on it. I really want to see it. But I want to go out that way. And it just takes too much time. See, these are all spots. See, this is what a perch is. I find them all the way up the hill. This is where they hang out. You know, this is a spot. This is where he is. Places like this. Stacked rocks behind it. Eerie feelings. Structures. Everything's twisted. You gotta be a little careful with these things because they twist and can look eerie on their own. Like there's one that probably wasn't affected too much. But then you'll come in and you can see. Hey, buddy. That freaked me out because I never hear anything here. They've got to be using it. Whatever it is, they're using it. Probably after I yelled at them. Oh, look at this. Well, sticks, weirdness. Everything's been affected in there. That was weird. That stick just landed right there. I swear to God, that stick just went like that. It bounced even. Oh, I've been here before. I remember I walked right there. Some of this is not like I remember it, but I thought it was somewhere else. I'm going to ignore that bird and see what he does. I remember they had the most blatant footprints through here. Another one there, something digging in there. Where is he? I got this bird, but he's not visible. He should be right there. Look at that. Blatant. Some digging. That's what I'm talking about. What was digging there? Rabbit, maybe. Think rabbit? It seems to be the number one animal here is rabbit. There's no bears. So if we see any flip rocks or we see anything like that, it's not a bear. You see how this is decorated? Look. I'm telling you, you can walk into one of the best places in the world and you'll never know you did. Because you can only see so much as a person. You see this? Comes down, comes across. There's an opening, okay? Which to you ends over there. It actually keeps going, but it gets smaller. But you have to understand that there's uses for these out of our thinking. It's how they're so successful. Give me a minute. I love this. Check this out. Check this out. First of all, I'm following one of their paths, and there's footprints everywhere. Like you can see, there's like just the front of a foot there. There's another front of a foot there. It looks like someone's running, just using his feet, his toes. Look, check this out. This is what I love to see here. I love it. Look, there's none. As a person, you wouldn't be able to find sticks like this, right? Look. Look at that. Why do they do that? Why do you guys do that? I'll never get that. Look, let me see. You know, he's just looking right at me. What's up, buddy? I think I see something right there. Hold on a second. Yes, I have to understand. I'm going to say it over and over until you hate me. If you already don't already. This is a very special place that I can't even put into words to you. I get this overwhelming feeling that they're protecting something. It could be from others, but they told me that. That's how I know. This is ancient, and they've been here a long time, and they're protecting something. You know, I don't really care what it is, because if it was worth $1 billion trillion, I'm not going to touch it. If it was right there for me, I wouldn't touch it. Unless I really was convinced. They're like, Mark, take this. Like, you get back to your car and it's on the hood, well, then I'll take it, but... I would never. Do something I wasn't supposed to here. It's fascinating how flat those rocks are right there. I love those two. Something's up with those two rocks, and I love this one. Don't be fooled. Okay, see the top? I'm not saying necessarily there, but that's a good example. Don't be fooled. Don't like everything you were taught. Don't let it confuse you. It's some of it you're supposed to be taught. The rest of it, it's all just to keep you a sheep, to keep you going to your job, and not that you shouldn't go to your job, but you know what I mean. Like, go get married. That's all you're supposed to do. People aren't supposed to stick their noses where they don't belong. Kind of like what I'm doing right now. We're not supposed to do it because it messes up our government's lies. There's all kinds of walking in and out of here, using this as some kind of a walkway. I've barely even made it. Look right there. I've been in here just an hour or two right here. I cannot go where I want to go, which is way out there. But let's just do it after I try to zoom for my cave, which I swear they don't let me find. Give me a second. And I remember, don't forget I filmed the vortex out there, which I think appears in the same spot every time. I mean, I think if I put a camera on that area, I could get it. You see how weird everything is? Like, you know, what's the big deal? You want to know what the big deal is? About, like, why not just say, oh, yes, you know, we figured it out, guys. Guess what? The aliens helped build the pyramids. The aliens did this. Guess why they don't tell you that? Guess why? Because if they tell you that, then they got to tell you that they lied about some of the gods. That some of the Bibles aren't true. If you ever noticed, most of the Bibles are exactly the same. Like, more or less, they all teach people the same thing. But if they tell you such a simple thing like, hey, why wouldn't they just tell us about the pyramid? Because people aren't thinking about the consequences of that truth. What comes with it is catastrophic and can change or destroy the entire earth. Believe it or not, what I'm doing. Isn't that crazy? How important this really is. Blatant. Footprints again. Footprints again. Footprints again. I found them. There's always the same dude. I found him first 3 years ago. He seems like the only one that walks through here is the same guy. Same size, same everything. They're like a size 10 or 11 in a shoe. Remember, I'm just running lots of footage just because they can be right there. In this stuff, they don't go far. He'll do his trick right there, you know, or right in a crevice of like a shadow. Look at all the walking on that sand. It's crazy. It's all footprints. Most of it was done. Look how all of the pebbles are picked up from this area and put in a pile right there. People are saying ants, but I don't know. I've never seen an ant pick up every pebble in the area. Like every single one. Like how do they know if, like an ant would miss one, you know? Like I know they're smart, but they're not. He's not like telling his buddy like, hey, you missed one over there. They get every single one in these piles. All right, let me do some transporting. I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can. I'm gonna try to go about a half a mile that way. Hey, look at this spot I found. This definitely is new. They made a teepee right there. There's no doubt about it. They made that teepee. This looks just like the one across from, not across, but the one I zoomed from my trailer. They just made them. They're sitting there while I'm zooming it into it. Look, it was carried there. It didn't grow. A tree that size did not grow there, and it was put in the wedge on purpose, and then made into a teepee. Maybe one of the ugliest ones I've ever found. You heard me. What are you gonna do about it? See, they're in places like this. This gives you an idea of how far that goes back. It's so very special up there. Need more time. Need a whole day for up there. And I don't want to do that today. I want to go a different way. But I will take some zooms back there, and I know we'll get timestamps. Someone's got to fix my ears, please. Fix my ears. That's one of the parts of doing this. You're sick, you're sick. If your spine hurts, it's just going to rip out eventually. If you have any medical problems, no one gets how difficult this is. There's no fixing it. There's no doctor. There's no nothing in this. Okay. I will just die out here of tendonitis, I guess. My ears are just, all I can hear is just whistles. Whistling and whistling. Look at the top of that rock. That's the big one with the fake fireplace. And they did something up there. You can tell the entire top of the rock is marked, and it looks like it's painted even, and it's facing the sky. You better believe aircraft comes in here. I filmed a vortex. And if you think there's not UFOs here, think again. You just gotta be able to see them, that's the hard part. If I just went like this all day, you'd see them. Who wants to do that? That's a paid job. I'll support you. I really will. I'll be your first Patreon. If you want to... What in the hell? If you want to be the guy that films the sky the whole time... Oh, something lives here, you guys. What is that? What is that? Do you see the activity? Like, look at this. What is that? Oh yeah, man, something's been getting eaten in there for sure. What in the hell is that? Ow, that hurts. You know what that is? I think it's rotten cactus. Cacti. But look how blatant that is. Like, it goes in there, it's all clean. I don't know if you can see it. It goes this way. Little people. It's the little ones. You remember how big this is for them. They're like this big. They come in here, this is a giant. This is like the Grand Canyon. Giant valleys. I would have thought I was crazy, but I have the pictures of them, you guys. Literally, I have the pictures of them. They're really good, too. They're the best little people, and maybe the only little people stills from my video ever taken in the history of the world. And I get no credit for anything. Cassandra should get the credit for that one. She found them. I'll take a 50-50 on that one. I'll take a 60-40 her, because... And Gail also has some great shots here. You know, because the 40s just being here, the 60 was really finding that there were those little people pictures. Oh my God, I love it. It's so blatant because you can see each one of their heads too, and they're all together, right, guys? Little people. Are you little and you can get big, or are you always little? That is the question I want to know. There's these spots. You can see this leads all through here. Something's bringing stuff in there. Sorry, there you go. Right? It goes all the way down here. It's all clean and nice in there. Same thing there. All kinds of things. See how they're using this? Because, look, you guys, it would look like that. It would be grass, but it's being used. All of these places are being walked in and out of. You guys are killing me. You're going to be the death of me. See, it starts to come together as you get back a little bit. Look at that rock. It was blatantly stood up and put there. You can tell from the other side better. You can start to see how that goes back on top. That's where they all are. It's absolutely a mind blower up there. It's where they go in. It's where their main entrances are, and they go into the ground. They met me head on there, and I have some of the best stills. They're like places that almost look like that you can't see from here that are behind. In fact, that might be one of them. I don't think it is. The other ones are back there. They're much bigger and they go straight up in the air, way back there. Those are really cool. This is interesting too. I got weird rocks, and I got like really weird rocks, which they seem to like in abundance together. One bone, human. Wait, did I say human? Yeah. I don't know what it is. It does look human, actually. A little bit. Just sitting there. You know, it's just sitting there. just like I find on their perches. It's always one. Not two. He didn't bring two. It's always one. So when I see the one, I feel like that's more of a marker, you know, or like a I was here type of thing, or he just brought a souvenir from the kill. But oh yeah, they're here now. You guys, they're letting me know. Watch this. I can't really say anything right now. Just give me a little while. Check this out. So you're telling me ants do that with pebbles, not rocks, and not dirt, pebbles. Look at the traffic that comes through to this pile, or it would look like this. If things weren't walked on here, anywhere it's walked, it's red. Anywhere where it's not, and there's no people, keep in mind. Look, big old elk or something pooped right next to it. If you guys are changing into deer, we're going to have a major problem. I don't think that's the case, but if it is, we're going to have a problem. I'm not even kidding you. Look how tall this is. There's no ants, you guys, okay? There's no... Ants make little things. I had an ant farm. They make little trails all over. Every single rock, not one pebble is left from this area. Every single one is in that pile that I just ruined. And there's no... See, ants have like you know, ways to... They have to have ways to go through. With rocks, there's no way to make that. You make a hole and it just fills it right up. Not ants, okay? It's them. Idiot people, I swear to God. It's if you think it's ants, go to someone else's channel. If you can't think outside the box and you use your common sense, you're still watching the wrong Bigfoot guy. Go watch one of these guys in Connecticut or someone who has no idea what they're doing. And then when you figure it out, you can come back. Because I need everyone on the same page here. I can't be fighting. You know, even when I think it's just, you know, I can feel it. You don't have to even say anything. And I don't need that. You don't do anything for me. You watching my channel doesn't help me, okay? This isn't about me. This is about us and knowing what's really happening here. This is very interesting. Let me turn this off.